Okay, friends, so I am attempting a voiceover just using my desktop microphone because my other microphone is upstairs. I am attempting to make the fantastical hot cocoa bombs. I attempted first with some nice milk chocolate, which turned out to be not ideal for this project. So eventually I gave up on that after I realized it just wouldn't firm up and be snappy, and we tried again with chocolate chips. So basically I'm using my Instant Pot on saute mode and keep warm mode to keep my chocolate from setting up too fast. I'm just melting down some chocolate chips now after we realized that the milk chocolate from the first attempt was a complete flop. Awesome. Also trying not to burn off my fingers. Just scooping like maybe a teaspoon or 2 teaspoons into each of these little egg bite molds. These are just the mini size. They actually came with like popsicle sticks to make popsicles, obviously. So I figured I'd try with these ones first because it's smaller. It wouldn't use as much chocolate. So I'm just trying to coat the inside of the molds, and then Casper's going to help me set them upside down so all the chocolate drips out. And we'll put them in the fridge to set up and see if I need to do a second coat. Alright, you say it's bedtime?
It's bedtime, camera.
Hold on, here, let me focus on you. Okay.
Dive down.
There.
It's bedtime,
say it
camera.
here.
It's bedtime.
See you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow.
I'm melting more chocolate. I have never used so much chocolate in my life. I got the purple ones out of the molds, like the mini ones. And now I'm trying to get the blue ones out. But the edges are still a little bit thin, which is why I guess it's good to do 2 coats. Who has time for 2 coats? Not this mom. So I'm just going to put a little bit extra like on the edges. I'm not going to fill like the bottom of it because it didn't drip down as much as I was hoping. Just putting on some gloves, hoping that I don't end up putting fingerprints along the outside of all these molds or these chocolates. And trying to pop them out without breaking them too much because these are not the traditional spherical silicone molds. They're not nearly as flexible because it's really just the like Instant Pot egg bite molds. So they were a little bit hard to get out, and some of them did crack, but I either just melted down the edges or kind of tossed the ones back in the pot that didn't really look too pretty. But I ended up making about, I think, 6 of the large ones and 3 of the small ones. So it turned out well for gifts. We kept the 3 small ones for ourselves because Felix is too small to have hot chocolate right now. And otherwise Peter's just chopping up some marshmallows because I didn't have any mini ones, and I'm filling up 6 of the little cups with a good scoop of hot chocolate mix. Get damp hands.
Damp hands.
Damn hands.
Oh, damn spot. There are those who speak moistly, and there are those who speak damply.
Ew. Alright, this is a lot of stuff. So now that the hot chocolate mix and marshmallows are all filled in, I am just using the heat of my metal bowl to melt the edges of the tops of the molds and stick them together, and then decided to use some of the fail train chocolate from my first attempt to decorate the tops. Peter's adding some marshmallows to the leftover chocolate, and we're going to melt it down, mix it up, and hope for the best.
I messaged Carol and said Sarah's making diglets.
Stop me! I can't.
Let's go back to the main star attraction here. These marshmallows.
Peter, now it looks like a bunch of diglets getting out of the ground.
That's right.
Oh my god. I'm gonna have a hoot editing this.
Cue Proximo. You sold me queer marshmallows. They just sit around eating, walking, and not melting. I want my money back. That sound some of you may be hearing is the sound of anguish from our youngest son. If you look really closely, you can see him there in his prison that we have built for him. He's contained in that little device. If you press one of the buttons, he flies out. Hello, mother.
He's angry.
He's an angry little
Man.
glompus. Alright, we shall get him. Mamacita,
Yeah.
you have the con.
The conch. After a lot of mixing and me sitting on the island because I could not reach well enough to mix, I have finally melted down the marshmallows and the chocolate, and I'm just going to spread it out on a cookie sheet with some parchment paper, sprinkle it with some festive sprinkles, and pop it in the fridge. It actually turned out to be pretty yummy. Simple and effective. Happy Christmas, everyone.